You have to turn that down a little bit because it's gonna pick up the microphones.
Okay, we're live.
We're live.
Okay, so we are back.
Yo,
We're back.
We're back.
All right.
we're back.
A little bit of difficulty. But before
Yo,
we,
why is he old school
before
snapping?
we left,
He 1980s snapping right now.
yes, he's an old school.
He's an old soul, man.
and a young body.
He's an old soul.
You know. But we left because of a little technical difficulty, and we're back. So today's topic, when we left off, we were talking about Stretch, but Stretch, since it cut off, he decided to skate on up out
He
of
ran
here.
away is what happened.
Yeah, he didn't want that story
He
to get
ran
out here.
scared.
You know. So now we
Jeez.
have DJ KL
Yep.
finally made it back.
Yo.
So I'm going to tell you what the topic was today.
Okay.
The question was, what was the first song
Okay.
that you heard that made you say, I want to DJ? What was the event? Who was it that was spinning
Got it.
that made you
Want a DJ
become a believer in the art
of DJing?
DJing?
So funny enough, I never wanted to be a DJ. You know, I never wanted to be a DJ. What it was I was really trying to get into music. I was trying to get closer to music. It was a situation as where my uncle was a DJ. He had equipment in his room, and when I was, over there, I would sneak into his room and just kind of DJ as much as I could before he came home, and then I would run out. And the reason I wanted to be closer to music was because my uncle Clyde, he had me sitting with him while we was watching Motown 25. It was the Temptations versus the Four Tops. And sitting there watching that with him and watching how the dynamics work between, and mind you, I didn't know the songs, but this group is singing a song and they doing these, the moves, and they just very charismatic. Mm-hmm. And watching them go up against these other guys who are also super charismatic, and then have these cats compete with their songs. And at a certain point, I realized they started singing each other's songs. Mm-hmm. So when that happened, I noticed how it was fun and it was light, and I just wanted to be closer to that energy of the music and the vibes and just all of that. And what I wanted to do was actually wanted to play guitar. That's what I really wanted to do. But my grandmother, my cousin had a guitar under my grandmother's bed, and my grandmother told us the guitar was not a toy. So I wasn't allowed to play the guitar. And because I was more afraid of my grandmother than I was of my uncle, DJ was. So I went there and started DJing. But then what happened was, because it was the only way I could really get close to music, I just really latched onto it. And I just kind of got better and better. I just really, really worked at it. And I DJ'd every day, all day. And then I would hear just different mixtapes of people. Double R, G-Bo the Pro. I got a mixtape from Kid Capri back in the day. I still have it, actually. Cassette tape. And I listened to it over and over and over and over and over again. And then what I did was I took that cassette tape and I just listened to how he made his mixes. I listened to how he went from song to song. I listened to just kind of how it all worked, him and Double R and them, and just kind of, and also just radio. We used to tape the radio. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what got me more into, it took me from just being closer to music to actually wanting to be good at this thing. Mm-hmm. And listening to these cats DJ, and some DJs were using 4-tracks. I didn't know what a 4-track was, but listening to them to do all types of tricks and things that I just didn't think was possible, it made me sit and practice those tricks and do those things, and I just kind of got really good and just did it, and I did it, and I did it, and I did it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what it was. But as far as just pure DJing, what really made me excited, it was actually, I want to say, probably 20 years plus after I started DJing, where I found that moment that made me like DJing. Mm-hmm. And that was actually DJing on stage with an artist. That made me really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Like, because in that moment, I was present. I didn't have to necessarily win over the crowd because the crowd was already with me. I just had to show my skill set in an environment where people were ready to receive my skill set.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when I really kind of like, this is dope. And throwing my own parties. Like, those are the two things that really kind of locked me in. But as far as my introduction, it was never like, you know what, I want to be a DJ. It was more like I wanted to be closer to music, and that was my entry into being closer to music. And then I found out that I liked it, and then I loved it after just kind of like really honing in on what it was. And then just the different styles of music, how they all play out. I used to love the crackle of the vinyl record because I used to sit and just listen to music.
I don't think anybody liked the crackle.
I love the crackle.
The only people who love the crackle, like I could say I love the crackle now because it's a nostalgic sound.
Yes.
But back then, if we was DJing and your record was
True.
crackling,
True.
you had to go buy a new
record.
You had to go buy
True.
a new vinyl.
True. But the thing is,
most times when it crackled, that means that it was going to skip.
Yeah. True.
That means it was either going to skip
Yes.
and you was going to F up the party.
True. And a skip record is
so
no bueno.
You say that you're a weirdo.
No. True. No, but the thing is though, true story though. So what it was with the newer records, true. I didn't want any crackles.
Right.
Right? Because I remember I got a white label of Wu-Tang. It was like After the Laughter Come to Tears, and I forgot it was on the other side. But I wanted that to be smooth. But when I was listening to I got records from like the 1950s, 1930s. I'm saying I got like joints. So when I would listen to them, I felt like I was getting transported into those time periods, those time frames, and that's what really made me fall in love with just that aspect of it. And because I'm a writer, I would always do the storyline in my head while I was listening to these songs. Because like videos, they had videos for a few things, but it wasn't like now where you can actually do big videos. Right. So in my head, I would just kind of work through what the story would look like, or the arc of the story. So it was all 4D for me. You know what I'm saying? It was like all the different dimensions that this song could take and all the ways it could be. And that's it for me. And I just happen to be better than everybody.
So it was your uncle.
Yes.
Watching your uncle.
Yes. Not even watching him DJ. Well, yes, watching him try to DJ made me think I could do this. I think people don't understand how important it is for other people to see you try out a thing. You don't have to necessarily succeed at it. You don't have to be great at it. Just seeing somebody try to do a thing will give you the courage to try to do a thing. And you may not feel like you did your best. I told a DJ earlier, yo, I think you're doing great. And the first thing he said was, I don't believe you. You lying to me. Stop lying to me. But the thing is, though, the trying part is that's the part that matters. Mastery is something else. You can always master it once you get comfortable doing the thing. The trying part is the hard part. And if you can get out there and you can try the thing and then stick with the thing you're actually trying, that's it right there.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, your uncle didn't have a problem with you playing with his equipment?
Oh, absolutely. He consistently.
And your grandmother didn't say she stopped you from playing with the guitar.
Oh, she didn't care nothing about that.
But she didn't care about the equipment.
She didn't care nothing about that. She didn't care nothing about that. He didn't like it at all. Which is funny because he didn't like it at all. He would consistently kick me out of his room. But then he also had me DJ his wedding.
But you were good by then.
I was good by it. So yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
Did he pay you?
No. He ain't pay me. That's not a.
Yeah. So Dre was telling us about when his first thing, and I can't remember it all because we had Jay was here also, and he was telling us how he watched Stretch and
Okay.
And it's just ill, hearing both of them talk or both of them speak about their situation because both of them, even though they're younger to me,
us,
to
yes.
you, to me, they both kicked up older songs that really got them into it, that was probably before them, but they heard it because of their parents, you know what I mean? And it was just wild why they got into it. Oh, just so y'all know, this guy that's on the wheels of plastic.
Wheels of plastic.
Now, y'all hear him, he's going in and out, but what y'all don't understand is that this is only his second time
DJing.
Behind Those Wheels of Steel. He came in here last week, put him on there, gave him a basic 1-2-1-2.
Yep.
And
Off to the
just
races.
went from there. So, you know, some of his joints is right on time, some of them are off. So give him a little bit, you know, a few weeks in.
He be out there
He's going to be
killing.
a whole different person.
Yep.
You know, he picked out his name. And it's funny because it fits his character. You know, he's like a savior. So he wound up picking a name. And his name is DJ Lift Me Up.
Lift me up.
You know, so he wants the crowd to come and tell him.
In my head, I was gonna
lift
say to
him
the
up.
top, but lift me up is
Lift
what
me
it
up.
is.
Lift
Yeah.
me up. I'm feeling down right now,
Yeah.
man. Lift me up. Actually, he's lifting me up because
Yeah, he got good
it's
vibes,
a little
man.
bit different. You know
Yeah,
what I
he
mean?
got good vibes.
Just, you know, coming in, you cooling out. We having a good talk this time. You know, Stretch was here a little earlier, and you know how Stretch is. We started getting on why we got kicked out the park.
Out the park, yeah. It's
know.
all Stretch's fault.
Yeah, and of course it was our fault. You know,
We acted him on a little bit. Was it
according
his birthday? It was his
according to
birthday?
him, it was his fault. It was our fault that he got kicked out. You know, and
Okay.
just conveniently, the live stream went down when it
Oh,
was
right, when it
getting
was to
when
the
we
good
were
part.
getting ready to say why it was his fault. You know, and he slid up out of here conveniently. You know, so we're here. So you know, I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit on. I asked the question, what was the first song that I heard or you heard that made you want to become a DJ? And for me, there was no special song. It's just ill because I never wanted to be a DJ. I came up in a time.
We wanted to be in a doo-wop group.
No, I wanted to be a rapper because that was the thing. The
on the
highlight
corners.
wasn't on the
Yeah,
DJ.
true.
You know, I came up in the Sugar Hill Gang, Crash Crew, Funky 4+1
One.
More. You know, like that era. Grandmaster Flash and all the highlight was really on the on the MCs, not so much on the DJs. What happened is I wound up moving upstate. And I met I met some guys up there, especially like a group of brothers. It was a group of brothers and one other guy that happened to, by chance, had the same last name as me. And you know, the brothers, they came from the Bronx. You know, they came out of Edenwald. You know, they had a DJ set there.
Okay.
They had a DJ set in their house, and they all knew how to DJ. And, I mean, the younger ones that was younger than me, there was one that was older than me. One, me and him was the same age. That's how I actually met them. You know, and it's funny how we met. But, you know, first time going over there, they got a DJ set up, and they DJing. They just going in, and I'm just watching them. Still, at that point, I was still aspiring to be an MC, or my goal was, if I was gonna do anything, I was gonna MC.
Okay. But you ended up.
I end up, you know,
Yeah.
being friends with them, so we're always over there.
Yeah.
And they, you know, one day was like, "Yo, man, you want to try this?"
Yeah, hop on tables.
And I was like, I mean, I'm not afraid of it, but I didn't even know where to start. And unlike me, where you know somebody new will come in, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna, you know, give them the overview on, you know, beats, bars, and phrases, and how to boom boom bap. None of them would show me how
To do that.
They were just like, slide that, move this.
And then you're a DJ.
Yo, I must have been tearing their parents up, man, because, you know, it's one thing to have music bumping you parents and you upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, but they
but,
like right
it's
there.
on beat.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh my God, man, I was wrecking shop.
So what was your
I was wrecking shop.
first party like? Were you like comfortable?
DJ,
When I did my first
you
party?
mean my first party.
Your first party, you're DJing, you're the main guy. What's that like? Were you nervous? Were you like, nah, I got this? Like, what was that?
Nah, no
Like-
fear. I'll be honest with you, no fear. No fear. No fear. I was just, had my own equipment because, you know, years went on, you know, so I DJed with them for a while.
Got it.
And I remember by the time I caught the concept of being on beat, didn't come from them showing me how to get on beat. You know where it came from? I used to sit in my house at night, Mr. Magic, and I would make mixtapes before mixtapes was, you know, before
they
people
became
were
popular.
making mixtapes. I was making them, pause, with the pause
Oh,
button.
the pause button. Yeah, that was the. Yeah, that was the. Yeah, I got a few of those around here.
Tapes, winding out. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
wind
yeah,
them
yeah,
back up.
yeah.
Sometimes they're popping. I'm splicing them back together. And how I learned how to be on beat actually came because one of those tapes popped.
Okay. And you had to.
And I spliced it back together.
Yeah. That was the thing back in the day, by the way. Learning how you take your tape, you cut it diagonal. You never cut it
right
flat.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't learn that until later. I didn't learn that till after it was too late.
Yeah. So you have it's actual like. Hold on a second. Tape.
Okay, that's the cassette
tape. So you have actual cassette tape, and it has this little. You're not supposed to do that. What I just did, by the way.
I would never have gave this because.
Yeah.
To us, that's something natural. But I forget we got. We're gonna have watchers that don't know. What this is. Yeah.
So cassette tape, you have this part right here, and sometimes it breaks. And if it breaks, then all the music you got here is done. It's a wrap for you.
Right.
So what you would do is you would take it and you would cut it, but you have to cut it on a diagonal because if you cut it like straight, then it just doesn't play correctly.
Right.
And once you do that, you use usually a pen,
a pencil,
or a pencil,
number 2
pencil. Yeah. And then you wind it back up, and then here on the top,
you break them tabs.
Yeah. So, well, actually, the tabs are open. If you bought a cassette,
if you break the tabs,
you can't record anymore. Yeah, exactly.
Now you got to put a piece of tissue in there.
Yes.
Or put a piece of tape over it to hold it open.
Yes. So right here.
So we explain this stuff to people that will never ever have to use this ever again.
But still, maybe. So who knows? True story. But the top, they got these little pieces right here. Now it's filled in now, but back in the day, if you bought an album, it would come on a cassette tape, which was a lot easier to carry around than, a record. Trick Daddy.
Right. Or reel to reel.
Or reel to reel.
Definitely we don't have that in here.
Nah, we don't got one of those in here. And then from there.
Or 8-track.
And you'd have to. So once you finish listening to an album, or you get a free album on a cassette tape, you might be tired of it, and you want to record something that's new and fresh off the radio. You stick a piece of paper, tissue in this hole, so it kind of flattens out, and then you can put it in your cassette player. Hit record, and you go record whatever's on the radio, and that's how we got all the new records on your. So there's a lot of mixtapes going around that people have someplace somewhere where you'll hear the call letters of a particular station. So it'll start like Hot 97, and then it'll be like a Biggie record.
And it'll just go to something else.
And that's just kind of
So
that's what we did.
So that's how. After that long explanation,
true story.
But actually, that's how I learned how to cut on beat because sitting there making the pause tape. The first time I had to splice it back together.
You had to make sure it was on beat.
It happened to come on beat. It happened to come right on beat, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's a concept." Maybe if when I'm pausing, let me pause it on beat. So I started doing that all night, right? And I was getting it on beat. Next day, I parlayed that to the turntables.
Okay.
Like, it's a boom, dap, boom, dap, boom, dap. So if I match the boom, dap with the boom, dap.
Yeah. It flows better.
Next day I went over, Cat's house, got on, cut that first thing on beat, and it was like it was a Hail Mary because everybody in the room stopped and looked. Because I guess they was just waiting like, okay, Buke is back. Disaster's getting ready to happen. And I hit that joint right on time. And they was like,
he finally got it.
Yo, yeah. Confidence was built. It was over there.
It was over from there.
Yeah, it was over. It was over from there. So then I became a DJ. We actually was a group as well. So we did rap. We harmonized back in that day. That was the group harmonizing. That was the group harmonizing and the group, MCing and stuff like that. So that's what got me. So I never had a fear. Then when I moved back down, came back down to the Bronx, got me a little basement apartment, little room, whatever. Bought my DJ equipment, had my own DJ equipment. I used to be in there DJing. Realized I had a whole basement. So like Tibby Tibbs want to come in here with the old paper flyers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do the paper flyers,
Yeah.
and I would go around to the schools and give them out.
Yeah.
And what's so crazy about it is, those were dollar parties.
Yeah.
I was charging $1. I'm thinking about $1 right now, but I would have that basement
Packed
filled.
out. Yeah. You're building
Filled.
your audience. You're building your crowd.
Yeah, and I DJ'd. I didn't think nothing about it. You know what I mean? I ain't have to really carry nothing. Everything was down
already
there in
there.
the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we started taking it out to the parks
Yeah.
because my confidence was already there.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Huh.
that's where it went. But starting from the beginning, I had no favorite song that made me say I want to be
The DJ. Yeah, true story.
I just wound up in a house where there was a bunch
DJ
of brothers
equipment,
that
and you just
DJ.
went with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, my first party, I didn't even, it was not my idea to do my first party outside of, the weddings. My homeboy actually set it up for us to do a party. And then conveniently, he decided he didn't want to do it no more. Because he never DJ'd. So he took a gig saying that me and him was going to DJ, and then he just flaked on me. So now I got to DJ this party. Guaranteed at least 200-300 people. I've never done this before. Outside of, because weddings are different. Weddings, you play the music, people are going to dance, they're going to sit, they're going to eat. There's a very rigid structure to weddings. It's not, there's like nobody's really going to boo you. But back in the days,
Well, it depends on
the
crowd that was in the wedding.
I know, for the most part though, but at a club or at a party back in the days, cats would boo you. And it wasn't crazy for somebody to hear kill the DJ. It was just not insane to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard it personally, but I've heard people say it to other DJs. Well, I heard my friends say it jokingly. But I had to go do this party, and 6 of the 8 speakers I was using blew out.
I mean,
I had the music.
You did a stretch.
Man, yeah, it was loud. I was so. But this is also when I realized that I was actually really good at what I was doing, because nobody left. They all just moved in between those 2 speakers, and they rocked until the end of the night. Nobody left. That's when I knew I'm really good at this thing. Like I held the crowd together, even though the thump 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 was going. They were still rocking so tough that they stayed the whole night. And that's when I was like, yo, I'm really good at this thing. Because I just practiced that. The first 2 records I had that were doubles was If I Only Knew by Patti LaBelle. And if you know that song, it's not a fast song, but it taught me how to seamlessly go from one record to the next record, because I had to continue it in a way where it didn't sound jarred or jagged. So by the time I actually got to the point where I was doing these parties, I was so smooth with my blends that it was just easy. And then because of the mixtapes I was listening to, because like I said, all I did was just practice, I heard 4 tracks playing, not knowing they were 4 tracks. So I would do tricks. I would be frustrated. I would be super, super, super frustrated that I couldn't do what they were doing on these mixtapes. Not knowing they were using 4 tracks. So I would just get as close as I could, but I would always be mad at myself that I couldn't actually physically do it. Not knowing that most people couldn't even do what I was doing, but I thought it was the norm. Ignorance. So because I didn't know, I'm chasing this unattainable goal. I'm now getting better than most people who were doing what I was doing. So the fact that I could flow seamlessly through the records, and the fact that I could do all these things that I thought everybody was doing, when I got to these parties, I was like, man, I suck, man. I can't do the thing that everybody else, because in my head, I'm thinking everybody else can do these things. Not realizing that nobody could do these things. So when I started DJing, there's pictures of me DJing where other DJs is kind of like looking at me like, yo, I can't believe he's doing this. So that's when I realized that I was actually on to something. When I did that, and I was just there, and cats just rocked the whole night. And then, since then, I've just been, until I, semi-retired.
Can I tell you a secret?
Go ahead.
When people ain't got nowhere else to go, they gonna stay at your party.
Oh, that's funny. Said they ain't had nowhere else to go.
Yeah, you ain't got nowhere
Big,
else to go.
big city.
Yeah.
That was the only party in the whole city.
Party in the whole city.
It was the whole party in the whole city. They had nowhere else to go. And it helped that we locked the doors.
Yeah.
It helped that we locked the doors.
Hey, I had Bishop Long did that down in Atlanta one day. Locked the doors on all us. I was like, man, let me out this damn church.
Lock the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to send another plate around.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that was wrong.
That's foul.
That was crazy. That was crazy to me. But here we go. See,
Yeah.
if y'all listening, y'all hear this man is just rocking. I don't know if he was on beat, off beat, or whatever, because it's just the music selection that he's playing right now for me is smooth. Now there's times we're in here and we getting down and dirty with all the new hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, brought my grandson in here, taught him how to DJ. You know, started out and we, you know, I started him out on a basic beat just so he could get the feel of it. Somehow, by the end of the night, before we left, he got trill music. He got and he's going there with it. You know, so I mean, we go everywhere in this place here, Studio 738, man. You can hear some classics.
Yeah.
If you was here last week and caught us last week, the topic of the day was put your group together. Right? You got the option to put a group together to make a hit song, right? Now, the requirements are you have one producer, 3 MCs. Unless you're me, you get to put 4 MCs. Yeah, then you get 4 MCs.
You can add whatever you want. However that works.
Right? So, this is your team. You putting your squad together. I took it up a notch and kind of made it a competition, like, put your squad up against my squad, and let's see whose squad is dope. But you know, it was about what 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost about 8 of us in here, and everybody was pulling out producers. Producers I forgot about, man. Yeah. To be real, producers I forgot about and how dynamic they are.
He means Quincy Jones.
Well, that was your choice.
I know.
Yeah, and that was a mind blower for everybody because nobody would have thought of Quincy Jones, but this dude out the blue came up with Quincy Jones for his producer. So
he got hits.
Yeah, and the way you put it, you put it together. So rewind a little bit. Again, I kind of made it a little competition, like your squad against my squad. Let everybody put the squad together. Since we DJs, get out here. Find your producer. Find a track from your producer.
Find your 3 rappers.
Put your 3 rappers a cappella over them and see how they flow with, and just see how the song comes together and see if it gels. So, of course, I'm a get up and go dude. So I wind up just putting my joint together, sent it back to the group to start, start some.
Yeah, he did.
He took the bait.
He
took the bait.
Yeah, I did.
Hook, line, and sinker. He took that bait. Bow!
Yeah,
right?
I did.
And then I told him, don't wait too long because I already got another one in the smash. I'm already on my second CD I'm making an album now. I wound up making an album cover. I'm sitting up. I made an album cover because now I'm in the mood. I'm gonna put 5 to 6 joints. I'm gonna have a compilation of my squad. Right? This man jumps up automatically. I call him back like, what you doing? Man, you bothering me. You bothering me. Get off my phone. You bothering me, man. He's already in the lab doing his thing.
Yeah, I was.
Right? And then he hits me back and say, don't put your other joint up. It's a 12-hour minimum. Don't put
you gotta give cats time to respond. I mean,
I
figure 12 hours.
I take it like that. If you gonna fight, you don't hit a guy with a jab without coming around with the, you got a 1-2. It's a combination. You walk, you do 1-2, right? You throw punches, you throw up 1-2, right?
Nah, yo.
You hit a beat, you do a boom, tap, a 1-2.
Nah, yo.
Everything rocks on 2, right? But he told me, it's a 12-hour minimum.
It's a 12-hour.
Before I could put something else up, right?
He's on the 1s and 3s.
There you go.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
So I said, all right, well, if it's 12 hours, then you talking about 2 in the morning. I'm going to put another joint up at 2 in the morning.
And that's exactly what I did.
Now, I wasn't going to put it up at 2 in the morning. But somebody, I ain't gonna say no name.
I absolutely did.
Wound up putting
Absolutely
up at 2 in the morning. So now the group is going crazy. Like, yo, man, it's too early for to throw your hands in the air.
Yeah, true story. But my joint was dope though.
Nah. Actually, it was dope. And I'm gonna tell you the funny part about it is I had to listen to it in silence because I didn't want to wake nobody up. So I'm in the bed like this. I'm in the bed trying to listen to hear this joint. And I got it so low that I really, really can't hear it. But I heard something that sounded familiar, and I was like, is this dude taking shots?
Yep. Yes, I did.
This dude took shots.
Yes,
man,
I did.
Right?
I took their drops and put it in my song against them.
So I said, all right, I'm going to bed, right? So I went to turn around and I was like, nah, man, I got to listen to this again. I got this phone up to my ear like this. I'm trying to listen to it, to hear it. And I hear the drops again. So I'm like, oh, he taking shots. But then I'm listening to this joint and I'm like, yo. He did a Quincy Jones. He really orchestrated a joint. Now, if y'all know any of Quincy Jones scores, Quincy Jones does a lot of cinematic scores.
Yeah.
He does a lot of music for if you watch The Wiz, he went to work in The Wiz. He did the score on Austin Powers. He's done the score on a lot of joints. So a lot of his joints are like cinematic joints, beside all the greats that you know.
Yeah.
This dude wound up composing his team, his squad, his song in a cinematic type of.
Yeah. I wanted to make it like my goal was to make it feel like you were sonically engulfed in a musical. Like I wanted you to feel like you were kind of hearing a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually came off like that. So I didn't really get to really play it out until later on in the day. I got to actually play it loud so I could really hear it. So I got in my car and I'm driving, and I'm it's a long ride, and I ain't gonna make your head big, but I actually played that joint about 7 times in a row, back to back, and really started taking in all the different little nuances in the way he put it together, and it was all right. I'm gonna give you your kudos, man. I'm definitely gonna give you kudos. I still don't think it's a banger that's going, that people gonna say, yo, it's better than Buke Squad.
I think
Buke Squad.
I'm not the one you should be underestimating. Concession fate, and I guarantee I'll be under investigation.
If I was gonna play a record at the club, I would play yours before I would play my own.
How many times?
Just the once. just the one time. Just the once. But I would play yours more than mine because yours it carried in a way where if I was at a club, it just knocks. You know what I'm saying? It feels, it's a great record to just kind of be at a club and just vibe off to. As with mine, it's like you kind of
but it's not. You didn't do it for a club.
No, I didn't do it for a club.
You built it in a cinematic. This is grand.
Yes, but the thing is though, yes, mine is something you sit and actually listen to. Yours is something that you can play over and over and over and over again. So that's the difference of the two.
Yeah, but which one? But which one? Because I put 2 up. I gave him another one.
I would say the second one is better than the first one.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
and it's funny because
it's the same thing with Triumph. So I was saying earlier, people get credit for the end version of it. Yeah.
We got to switch DJing.
I'm saying you talk about, but people get credit for the success they get later on. But it really is. You gonna do a mix right now?
You gonna do a mix right now?
Okay, go ahead.
What you mean with your squad?
My squad. That's what I've been trying to do.
Okay.
All right. You know how to do the stems and all that?
Okay.
Okay, so again, we're going to say this dude just learned last week. So we're going to give him some
grace.
Handicaps and some grace.
Give him some grace.
Yeah, he been on
for like the last 85 minutes, yo. You're supposed to get how does it supposed to work?
Tell him how that works.
How does it supposed to work? Is you get 15 minutes to rock, on the tables, and then
Another DJ.
another DJ. So it's like the conversation keeps rotating. So somebody's on the couch, they talk, while a person DJs, they get 15 minutes to rock, and then we just kind of keep rotating. But this man's been on from at least 4:30 this afternoon.
Yeah. Do me a favor, Peace. You mind throwing me one of those waters? If you don't mind. I know I had bought.
Is that yours?
Nah, I don't know. It might be, but I don't know now.
Dun-dun.
Thank you, sir.
Football
I was
season.
putting a bunch back here,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you know,
Got it.
you can
Yeah.
grab it. You know. But he's talking to you.
Yeah, man. Nah, I'm good.
Five, copping the 5 pinks when I'm not up in the sky.
Water, that refreshing drink.
Sponsor us.
Sponsored by water.
Sponsored by water. We like to drink water.
Yeah. Look, see, it's contagious. Pieces back there. Yo, you need to come on, mic up, man. Let's go, cause today he wants to be quiet.
I know,
Any other
yeah.
day he's all up in the conversation. You know.
All in the stage, all in the videos.
Yeah, all in the videos.
Dancing.
Yeah, you want a videographer all in your videos.
all,
Yes.
all in the video, dancing.
Yeah.
All right, so what you got?
Well, I hear some of his. I hear some of his artists.
Crush him out. Off in the...
That's part of the cinematic universe right there.
when I'm not up in the sky. BJ's not
the BPMs?
I wanted to hear that mashup, man, with his team. When he said Big Pun.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, it's funny. I just saw a clip of Pun's son.
Hold on. What BPMs are you using? What's the 2 BPMs you're using?
Roll and hotkey.
No.
No,
The
BPM.
The beats
how
per
fast?
minute. BPMs mean beats per minute. So if the numbers on the computer, what did it?
88.9 and 90.2.
Well, it says it right in the middle of the disc too.
Yeah.
You look right in the middle of the platters. No, the platters, the spinning platters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the BPMs should equal. So both records should either be at one or the other.
One floor, he rapping a little fast.
Yeah, but you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta slow it down so they match. So if it's 89 on this side,
It needs to be 809
on the other side.
Yeah.
And use the slide. I think, if he was able to put this
Yeah.
together.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put it together. We're gonna have to help put that together.
Yeah.
So that's the sound. I like it.
Yeah.
What you think? What you think, Peace?
Yeah. Yeah. There it is.
It's neat.
Know what helps? If you know the lyrics,
Just say
isolate. Yeah, sing it to the beat, and then match the actual record to what you're saying. So start at the beginning of the record, pause it, and then kind of say the words, how it. So like, go back to the chorus, and then, yeah, and then rap it to or sing it whatever to the beat.
Niggas wanna be like Pun.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
It's so hard.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And then you make the actual acapella or the new record you got match that what you're doing.
Yeah, that's his like. We gotta hear him put it together.
Hold on, wait.
So, don't wait. So y'all hear me say hearing again.
Which one's the
that
acapella?
Y'all hear me say that, we teach. We do teach, honestly. And we can go into straight classes and really get down deep with it. I do visuals.
Go back to the beginning.
But the one thing that I believe in is
start from
that
the beginning.
anyone that I'm teaching needs to learn from experience.
So it's like,
I
catch
give them
me at the
enough to get you started.
Exactly.
Get you
So you
boom,
want to
boom,
drop like
boom,
that.
and
So
I'ma
it's like
watch
you got to be going.
And
You
I'm
can
gonna
catch me at
let
the-
you
wait till
make
you go-
your mistakes so you can learn it. You pick up little things on your own. When you make your mistakes, that's the best learning practice ever. So we try to give it. So that's what you see that's going on right now. And then then you'll have the guy that says he doesn't teach. He'll always jump right in there, and pull the ripcord for the person. But catch him in about a week or two, because
So it's like-
the
So it's like
more
so
you
ain't got to-
practice,
you
the
got to
better
keep
you
on.
get on
So it's
with
like- it's
anything.
like, you can catch me at the one because you back into this
With
thing.
any-
So if you're rapping,
All right.
we're gonna start this over here. We're gonna go back. Yeah. It's gonna rock. Let it go. It's gonna.
The
go.
echo
So
of
we're gonna
love
pan
and the
over
echo-
to them, and if you ain't already over there,
Yeah, just let it get there.
let's
Some
pan
people
over
they
to
don't
them
even really know what they
let
doing.
this go
God
down.
damn. Some people they don't even really know what they doing. God.
And this
Let
is
the beat
where
rock
the
out.
experience comes in.
And get to where it gets to. We can skip ahead to that. And if you just listen to that right there on its own, and there's because you know
And
like,
then
you can catch me exactly.
there you
know what
go.
I'm saying? Like if you was just, I'm saying if you were freestyling. Yeah. Yeah.
And now you go back to
And
the
then
song
and then
at
you
that
catch
point.
me at the one. Because you'll start at the top, so it's like you catch me a little bit early. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 1, 2, 3. You can catch me at the one. And so it's like 1. Yeah.
Just catch it on the one.
Yes.
Don't worry about the vocals. Catch it on the one, and it'll always come on time. Just catch
Yeah.
the boom,
Right.
that. Remember
And
we
at the
went
same
with the boom, that.
You can catch me in the cherry red 150. Got the grizzly lock on the snizzy. Pop the glizzy going 60 down a wall when she trying to piss you. Trying to cruise through the avenue while my people was popping bottles of missiles. Rendezvous, fuck that. Spun the Huey, lost the hubcappers back to the shack. Came back in a what's that? Straight from Paris. Jacob Debbie's been Biggie carry very yellows. Hard word, cherry radish, fed shot the Sheila. Got the tech for the squealers, well, fast for the killers. Nothing less for the thriller in the big apple. Where it's quick to get your shit tapped. Enemies spit, your best friends kidnapped. You trust no one. Got beat buzz yoga, you don't need no one. Talking about that your own, I'ma go for Dodo. Scarface. Scarface without Manolo. One deep, Bobby solo.
But this is where you would use your headphones.
Deep, throwing photos. It's hard. Hard work, baby. I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying alive, baby. That's my problem. My problem is for them titties. Get your own, you heard? Niggas wanna fuck.
Fire, yeah. But I want to hear your other MCs on it too.
Nah, I got you.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you honestly,
Yeah.
or as bad as I want to hear it, I don't want to play it right now on this stream.
Yeah, you want to put it together.
I want to come back.
Yeah.
And have him have it.
What he's
put
saying is
together.
he's gonna take your stuff
like
and
for
put it
next
out
week.
in the
Yeah,
group chat.
yeah.
That's
That
what
mean
he's
I'm gonna go home. And
He's telling you
put
right
it
now, I'm
together.
gonna take your stuff and put it in the group chat. That's what he's really saying. Hey, I wouldn't do it right now. I'm going to do it and put it in the group chat.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the lab.
All right,
so
let me
we
do
ain't
this
gonna
right
give
now.
you his full squad. Y'all got a little preview of his squad right now, and what his joint gonna be. But his other MCs, they actually, I think they can roll over his producer's beat. Easy. Slide, float. Right over, because he did pick some lyricists.
All right. Set the cue point right there at the beginning. Always set the cue point first. That way you can always go back to the beginning. Now.
You have, any children that you want to try try to, give them something to do. If they don't have anything to do, this might be something that sparks their interest. It definitely
All right.
gives
Okay,
them
that's
a
better.
hobby.
So 86 to
will
91,
lead to
move that up to 91 right there.
Residual income every here and
And then-
again, depending on how hard they want to go at it.
And let it
Um,
go there.
I got a love
Yeah.
for it. And I
Well,
think
'cause you wanna-
everybody
you want this
that's
acapella, right?
part of
Yeah.
Studio
So you're gonna let
738
that come up?
all we all have a genuine love for DJing. We
And
could be
then-
out doing parties, or we could not be doing parties. We could be
Let
sitting
that rock
around
till
here
you get to
listening to
the
each other. Set that stop
acapella
clock.
part.
You got your 15 minutes of fame. Go on there.
That's
play
how
what
we used to
you
do it.
wanna
It's kinda
play,
like-
And again,
It's just because
The
we didn't
genre
have
switched
all this stuff back in the day.
because-
So we,
I found myself, I was born and rooted in hip hop. And I came in one day and just found myself starting out a whole mix with what song did I start out with?
the song you started out with?
Yeah,
it was something from the 1930s when you was in your teen.
right.
He was a
I don't
teenager
know.
back
What
in the
was that
civil
song?
rights era.
But it was
And
something.
I don't mean late
something
civil
I
rights
would-
era.
it was
I mean, like,
something
early
would
civil
never-
rights
Don't
era.
even listen to him, but it's something that I would never.
He used to be Martin Luther King's babysitter.
Yeah. So yeah, because we just found out that he wasn't born when King died. And shit, So he's a little bit mad about that.
Yeah.
You know.
We do we can.
But
I was at the Million Man March though.
Yeah. Anyway.
See? Me and Peace was there at the Million Man March.
Yeah.
Million Women's March
Hmm?
and the Million Youth March, all three.
See, why you gotta one up me? Why we can't just win together?
I'm just saying though.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Why we can't-
let me ask both of y'all.
Yeah.
What the hell that got to do with DJ?
Yeah, I mean DJs was at the Million Man March.
Let me stop.
There was a lot of DJs there.
Yeah. Y'all were DJing on
We
the
were
bus
DJing
ride
together, all of
there.
us
Yeah.
together.
West Coast meets East Coast
Exactly.
DJs.
What? Yo, that would have been one heck of a DJ battle.
Yeah.
That would have been one heck of a DJ battle. Yeah. Yo, this beat's crazy.
It is. And how he picked that out, because that's an older song. But hold on.
It's older sample.
Hold on. Yeah. But the sample is older, yeah.
Yeah, sample's older.
I was gonna say, because his producer's not
Yeah.
old like that.
Yeah.
13 more minutes and we out. So I don't
So
know.
can
how-
I DJ? We only got 13 minutes left.
Yeah, I didn't even get on at all today. So.
That's okay. You don't deserve it.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. I got my set up at home, so I get home at times and I'm at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting there DJing. Sometimes I'm DJing quiet. I've had those times where the neighbor came knocking though. Where the neighbor definitely came knocking. Hey, shit, the crazy shit is, I wasn't DJing, but last week I went up to a retreat. I went up to I do real estate too, so I went up to a leadership retreat. And I get up in the morning, it's about 6 in the morning, we starting the retreat early. And I got my little speaker with me, man. And I got that speaker down low. I got it on about 9. The speaker goes to about 30, right? I got it on 9. Hotel security or hotel manager comes up, knock on my door, say, yo, man, listen, I got a problem. They said the music gets too loud. So I said, that music gets too loud? He said, yeah, I don't know. They called and said the music's too loud. I said, all right. I turned it down to 3. So I could barely hear the joint. A few minutes later, dude comes back to the door and said, yo, man, they still can play. I said, hold on, man, are you serious with that? He said, yo. He said, listen, I didn't hear the music the first time I came up here. So I said, all right, man, it's cool, man. I turned around, I'm getting ready to walk out the door anyway. So when I go downstairs, I find this dude, man. I'm looking all over the hotel or whatever. I find him. And I had to tell him, yo, my dude, listen, check this out. Do me a favor, you go back and you tell them people that they came in last night when I was trying to go to sleep because I knew I had to get up early, and they was yelling and screaming and talking and laughing and shit all night. You know what I'm saying? But, that's not who we are. We ain't gonna call the popo on them. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna call the fuzz on them. Just like, all right, it's a weekend night. They gonna have fun. All right, I got you. But when they did that to me, man, I was sick, man. I was sick. Luckily, hotel management, he knew. He said, yo, man, listen. And man, they started talking all kind of stuff about, he didn't say exactly, but I think they were trying to tell him to put me out or whatever. And he was like, yo, man, thank you for telling me so I could put that in the records that they, because that's the way they talk to me, all effed up or whatnot. But anyway, I don't even know how we got off onto that, but it was about my neighbors coming to knock on my door and telling me my music was too loud. And you see your man trying to jack your beat, right? Yeah, because he damn sure ain't gonna change it.
It's cool though. What I was saying to piggyback off that, I remember I stayed with my aunt one summer in South Carolina, and she just moved there. So she called my sister. She like, do he always blast music in the morning? Like, yeah, auntie, he does that. But that just goes to show you what music is. It's not just something to be ignorant. Like, it's actually rejuvenating for some people, Like, I feel like without music, I probably wouldn't live, to be honest. As sad as that may say, but music, like, literally gets me through the day when I'm mad, and I don't want to talk to nobody, or when I just need, like, a lift. That's why I picked the name DJ Lift Me Up, Like, sometimes I really don't want to get out the bed, but hearing a certain song, like Frankie Knuckles, the Whistle song, that's another song that didn't make me want to DJ, but it put me in that spirit of just like, damn, you could do anything. Like, moms love cooking fish to that song. She'll fry some fish to that, but that song right there is just like a, man, get up, man. You all right. You woke up today. You got 2 eyes. You got 2 legs. You got 2 hands. 10 toes, 10 fingers, man. You can do anything you put your mind to. Just listen to that song and, go about your day. But
you ain't lie about it, because music will transform you. It'll transform your mood. It'll take you places. It's 2 loves I got, right? Beside, my family. Anybody knows. Got my love for my family first. I got my love for my motorcycles, and I got my love for my DJing.
Facts.
You understand? And I'll be honest, I don't made mixtapes. I don't even listen to the radio that often no more. Every now and again, I gotta force myself to turn on the radio just so I can hear what they're playing now. Like, am I missing any new songs that I need to get?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To have in the arsenal. But one night, I'm in my house, and I said, literally, and I think I said it on the tape. I said, man, I'm gonna just get on. I'm gonna do a 10-minute quick, just a practice, just a 10-minute practice. That 10-minute turned into 4 hours and 16 minutes, right? So I forced myself to turn the joint off. I didn't even really realize what time it was. It was already 4-something in the morning, knowing I had to get up. Well, actually, I should have been leaving.
Oh, man.
I should have been leaving the house. But I just got into a vibe, man, from something that was supposed to be a 10-minute warm-up, 10-minute practice, turned into 4 hours and 16 minutes, right?
That's what music does.
And the good thing about it is I taped that whole session.
Nice.
I taped that whole session, and that's one of the joints that I just listen to. I get on the road, I put that joint on, and it's like I got an arsenal of mixtapes, right? Not all of them are good, because, when I got back into, that's one thing I didn't tell y'all, I've taken hiatuses in DJ, and I started DJing, hate to say, somewhere like in 1981, DJ for years, then I stopped for some years. Then I wound up picking it back up, DJ for a few years, stopped again, and then, wound up picking it back up, thanks to KL, we was talking one day, and he was like, yo, man, just come on, jump back on, and I was just like, nah, I ain't. He said, well, man, what's a good song? I want to play a song. He put on, so I told him, he put on the song. He was like, there you go. So me getting back into it, learning the new equipment, a lot of them mixtapes, they got oh man, they really should be erased and go in the garbage. But they are good, you know, beside the little mistakes here and there. But that's all I'll do. I'll get on and I'll listen through those mistakes because now I already know I'm not gonna make those mistakes no more.
Exactly.
But I listen to my own tapes and it's just, that music just takes me there.
Therapy.
So, and it got to the point that now I'm back to where I used to be, challenging myself to do genres that I normally don't play.
Okay. Like one.
Like again, I was
one
born in hip hop. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
What's one that
hip-hop
you
R&B
learned that you would say like one?
that I play? It's
that
not that I
you-
learned, but
not
like,
even learned,
I
but
just
that
did
you-
I just did 2 whole sets, right? I did 2 whole sets on I did one set of, I was just supposed to make a set for an internet radio station.
Okay.
There was no criteria, no genre. They said play whatever you want to play. I don't know what happened. I got on and somehow I started doing house music, and I never liked house music.
Never? That's one of my, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I come from that. You know what? Because again, where I come from, and a lot of us
That
come
was
from,
that era.
you know, Mr. Magic, Marley Marl,
Yeah.
Flex, all of them, they went off at damn near 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And then when they stopped playing hip hop at 12 o'clock,
House music
all
come on.
house music came on, Bentley, Shadow, and we was just like, nobody want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? So I came from that.
Okay.
So the other day, when they, you know, I said I was gonna make this set, I didn't know what genre. I just put on dance music, house music, and I just started listening to all dance music, you know, and I had some already saved. You know, when you're DJ, you gotta have, you know, stuff for all occasions. And I wound up making it was supposed to be 55-minute set.
Yeah. You made it be like,
I wound up doing 2 hours change. I had to give it to KL. I said, yo, man, do me a favor, cut that down for me, man. So he cut it down into 2 sections. But playing that joint, I found a new respect for the genre because it actually, I was like,
picker-upper,
oh,
man.
Yeah, it's all right. So then I turned around and I wound up doing a Caribbean set.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I ain't a stranger to it, but New Year's Eve at the yacht on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And you know that's a different crowd because you got the tourists. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And I played that joint without a problem. Like, yo, as a DJ, you got to be versatile. So
got to.
I find
You got
that I have to challenge myself by jumping into different genres.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And that's what you're gonna find here. Days you're gonna walk in here. We're gonna set up a crate and yo, just play that crate.
Okay.
Just play that crate. Oh, I remember the song. The first time I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a joint. Yo, give me some music. Dude he just put a crate up. He's like, play that. The first thing I played, la 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 bumba. And I just did the whole set.
Richie Tour.
Yeah.
No, not Richie Tour.
Whatever,
it's
whoever
Richie,
it is.
Richie
Yeah.
Valens, yeah.
I just played a
Yeah.
whole offset that I, never played before. Just,
Okay.
DJ, you gotta attack it. Let's go. But the
Nah,
music has always been a love for me, so it's never been that I don't like different music. The preference and the upbringing, you come up in the household, you hear the same music.
Yeah.
That's where you at. But I found a love for it. All different types of music.
I mean, I don't like metal. I'm gonna be honest.
Nah, I'm not a fan. I don't even know. I don't even know how you mix it. But again, I never tried it.
Never tried it though.
But now that you said it,
Wanna try it?
nah, I never tried it. But I'll try it. I don't see how you can mix it besides opera.
Yeah.
I see like doing a late night Frankie Crocker. Come on in now, man. The blow now.
A solo Richie song. I mean, I'm not like I don't bash it. It's just I never got into it.
Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán.
Challenge. Now I want to know if I wind up in the
I
situation.
gotta find a metal song that I gravitate to first. I
Well,
don't know no metal song.
here's a trick. To gravitate to a song, play it
Over and over. Yeah.
and over.
I do got one song though, but it's not metal though. It's a rock song. I would say alternative. You could put it in the alternative section though. But it's fire though. I ain't gonna give y'all it, man, because y'all gonna mix it down. But when y'all hear it though, it's gonna be
It's
fire,
yours.
man.
Once it's yours, it's yours.
It's gonna be fire though.
Yeah, like him, because he was still playing your joint for a while.
Nah, that's cool. I'm still learning, y'all.
He's
So
a
give
tease.
me some months, man. I'll soon be there though, but I got some good teachers here. You know, it's a
Yeah.
good family right here. Good decor. You know, we come here and just vibe off music every Wednesday.
Man, I was gonna say you gonna have to do pieces set for him, but I forgot Peace plays around over here too.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that, man. I don't mind that.
He's act like he's just a videographer from Channel 7 News and shit, man. But I seen him jump over here one day, and I was like, oh, I
That's
thought I
only
saw him
right,
knock a
man.
little kid down.
Nah, that's only right, man. It's only right. I feel like music, you know, it's crazy. I feel like music, as in Bob Marley said, it probably could not divide the world. It could bring more people together.
Yeah.
As he just playing Bob now, that's crazy. But I feel like it could bring
Yeah, he
people
been playing
together.
everything we talk about. He's like AI right now. Because you didn't hear him play La Bamba and all
I did play him.
He like AI right now. He like Instagram. Anything you say, it just show up. Facebook.
Nah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think music is like the key. It's shit. If we knew everybody's language, and we could break that. If everybody knew everybody's language, I think it'd still be racism. But put us in one place and say, listen, y'all gotta stay here for a week. And if somebody come with a drum or a DJ come with his set, or you know, everybody like, damn, I'm not getting along with this nationality, or I'm not getting along with them. You feel me? That right there would be the peacemaker. If somebody just play a song that everybody like, we just start jamming. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one day. But you know, you got some different nationalities that like different music. That's not just their music, you know? And you see that every day. Like, I listen to rock music, you know? Some of the residents that at my job, you know, they'll look at me like, playing that? Like, this is a good song. I don't really care about what color he is. I'm listening to the vocal. I'm listening to the words. I'm listening to the message. That's what music is. It's the message behind the music. That's why I always go to the old school, because it was always a message there, you know? And everybody usually go back to the oldies, you know? If they want to hear something good. Or yeah, you can, man. It's a love. It's a love, man. Yeah, let me hear your verse, man.
I don't want to play it. I'm in the zone. I'm jamming. I want to hear what this sounds like.